Hey, hello, hi, how's it going? Welcome back to another Brotato video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. For you, it was probably a couple days ago, but for me, the fisherman run was only a couple hours ago. I got to record a little bit of a backlog because I'm going on vacation, so I'm a little... I'm in the zone, I think, here. The fisherman run could have gone a lot worse. Didn't take too long to get it, but today we're going to be playing the Mage. Now, it was... Let me double check it. It was Dash 80 guy. Dash 80's been around for a while. He requested that we did a Mage run, and I feel like maybe someone else asked for a Mage run as well. I'm sorry. Maybe it was Mr. Guy twice. I don't remember who it was who also asked for a Mage run, but we're doing Mage today. I do have I think Danger 0 or Danger 1 win with the Mage, so we won't be unlocking anything new, but, you know, people want to see it. I want to give it a try. Obviously, the Mage is supposed to be more of an elemental-focused build here. It is Danger level 0, apparently I've beaten it on. Okay, good to know. I can just see it there. Now, Mage, I'm a little perplexed on how you're supposed to build this character, because they start with the snake and the scared sausage, right? So, obviously, like, elemental focus, a lot of fire damage. Wand makes natural sense here. You could also go with the torch here, too, though. Either one works. I think I prefer the wand between the two. Shoots faster and is ranged. Can't cleave like the torch can, but whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna go with the wand. Now, one thing I want to look out for, I think, on this run is the Flamethrower. Now, the wand is an elemental weapon, so it synergizes with other elemental weapons. You know, the more you get, the more damage bonus you get, basically, is the idea. I almost said rocket launcher 2, I suppose, but the Flamethrower specifically is if you look here, right, you can see elemental, right, is the subtype of the weapon. The flamethrower is also an elemental weapon, but it's also a heavy weapon. So if you get multiple flamethrowers, you just get a flat damage boost as well, which is really nice. That's what we're gonna be looking for. Early bag here is fine. These all suck. These again, I mean, you know what? Give me the propeller hat, sure. I really would have wanted 2 wands here at the start. I feel like starting with only 1 wand is going to be a big issue, but we'll see how it plays. Maybe we can get really lucky here and we can see like a tier 2 wand right off the bat. One thing I've noticed about the wands, I did actually do a run before this and it didn't go very well. But one thing I've noticed about the wands from my previous attempt is that they don't scale very well. You obviously want to upgrade them. It's usually worth the cost of upgrading them. But the actual damage bonus you get from upgrading them is not that significant. So something to keep in mind here. I don't think we want the shivs. The shivs, you know, require melee damage as well. They do, you know, elemental damage too. But you only have a 25% chance of causing the burns. We want to focus all in on burns here, basically. Is I think you're supposed to play the Mage. I could be wrong about that. I don't know for certain. That's how we're gonna be trying it out today, I think. The one thing I've noticed about burn builds, in my experience, seems to be that they struggle to deal with heavies, especially elites. They can do a decent job against waves because the fire, you know, spreads. It's pretty nice, but it can be a little tricky too sometimes. We'll see how it plays. Glad we can break that tree there. I'll take a brain here. Ooh, I'll take a snake as well. We'll roll. Unlucky. I don't think we want to save for the broken mouth here. Generally speaking, in my experience, the Mage is pretty weak in the early game. So you really want to prioritize damage so you don't fall behind on kills. It's not so bad in this game. It's more pronounced in something like 20 Minutes Till Dawn, I feel like. But a lot of times you have these runs where they just do very little damage, and because they do so little damage, you fall off, and you stop being able to kill enemies, and when you stop being able to kill enemies, you stop being able to farm experience, right? So it is important to still be, you know, offensively potent. Now here, I think I'll just take another harvest, take a brain there, which is good, get another wand, and we'll roll for our 4th, and maybe even or this is our 5th actually. Shit, I'm not even counting right. And our 6th wand. Okay, very good. Now, I think that... I'm not sure, but I think that the damage from fire can trigger Lifesteal. I don't know for sure, but it makes sense to me that it would. So I think one of the best ways to survive as a elemental focused character is lifesteal effects. That being said, one of the most common lifesteal effects is pretty bad for us, the butterfly. The butterfly gives +2 lifesteal but -1 elemental damage, which is, you know, not great for us. We want to focus on our elemental damage here if we can. So something to be mindful of. That we want lifesteal is probably pretty good for the character, but one of the common sources of lifesteal is bad on our character here. So I don't know how we'll make that work exactly. We'll see what we can do. You might just you know, take it anyway. I'll take a little lifesteal here at this point. And I'll take a fertilizer. Fertilizer definitely worth it for us. And let's just save money. No point in re-rolling here, I don't think. Now, one thing I don't know about, if anyone knows how this works, I'd love a clarification. As far as I can tell, our wands here have a guaranteed chance to ignite. Can you put multiple burn stacks on an enemy? Does anyone know this one way or the other? Because based on my experience from like trying to fight elites, it seems like they don't stack multiple times. It seems like just one, you know, an enemy that is burned is just taking burn damage and that is all. But I don't know. I don't know how it works. Also, I'm a little bit scared here. Putting the needle on that one. We are starting to fall off a little bit, both in our defenses and our offenses here too. I am worried. You know what? Mushroom? Sure. Would not hate regen. A little bit of range should be good here. Attack speed also looking good. So just for perspective, right? This is right now 6 base damage, and then 14 times 3 burn. We upgrade the wand. 7 base damage, 16 times 4, right? Oh, it is a times 4 though. I would never mind actually. I'm dumb. Wands do matter a lot. I was only looking at the damage number going up. I didn't realize the times got multiplied too. So it actually is doing more burn ticks. Never mind. I'm actually a dumb person. You should ignore what I say in general. Upgrading wand seems very important. And ooh, sharp bullet seems really good for this build too, right? We don't care about the actual piercing damage of our shots. We care about them applying burns. So this seems like a no-brainer pickup for me here. I mean, the actual shot damage does matter too. Don't get me wrong, I guess, but like this feels way more important. Should apply a lot more burns, I imagine. We'll see though. Maybe I'm wrong. We will find out, I suppose, huh? This seems like one of the best sharp bullet builds in the game, though, right? You just care about those status effects, so you don't really... Oh, hold on. You don't really care about the fact that you're losing the shot damage. Although, on the other hand, though, if you're piercing, those shots are probably already igniting from burn spread, so... I don't know. Maybe not that good, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth the cost for sure. Anywho, you got 2 items here. Ooh, toxic sludge. This is an item that I always just kind of ignore. I forget that it exists. It's actually really sick for us, so I wouldn't be shocked if I've already skipped it once or twice. And I see the brain there, but I'm gonna go for a little bit of base luck here to start with. Metal's got a lot of good things for us here, so I think we take that. I think we dump dodge chance. Tragic, I know. Ooh, and the fuel tank. Now, we have a lot of elemental damage. I think we can take the 1 damage hit here to take the lost ducky. And then let's not roll anymore. We're at the point now, if you didn't know, by the way, and I don't know the exacts on it either, for the record, but I've been informed, I've been told by some people that you want to re-roll early, aggressively. Even if you don't have enough money to buy what's in the next shop, because the shop is weighted in the early game to be more likely to give you weapons. I kind of knew that already, more or less, but like it was pretty obvious that there was like some weighting in regards to weapons showing up more commonly in the early game, and it matching the same weapons you have, or at the very least the same weapon types you have. I had noticed that, but I didn't, I didn't have the actual data, and I still don't have the data, but I've been told it's a thing. And when a stranger on the internet tells me it's true, I believe them. Although the person who told me is not a stranger, it was someone on Twitch who I respect, to the point where I don't think they would just, lie to me. They could be wrong too, but they wouldn't, be like spreading misinformation with the intent of tricking people. Is what I'm trying to say. Pretty good here. I'm gonna opt for the early vigilante ring. Obviously, the earlier you get this, the better. We could go for the wand. It's more immediate damage probably here, but Whatever. And we have a free reroll. We should use it. I'm happy we used it. Unfortunately, I don't think that the incendiary turret gets its damage augmented by our elemental status. It is tragic. It seems to only care about our engineering stat. But, you know, whatever. That's fine. I can live with that. I think it technically would be affected by the snake. We do have, I think, 2 snakes at this point, so it wouldn't be terrible. I don't think it's worth buying, though, is the issue. Doing pretty well. Wave 9. Everyone loves Wave 9. Although certain builds it can be a little bit sketchy with. For us, not so much. I think we're handling it pretty well, it looks like. I want to get to that tree down here if I can. Oh, 2 trees. 2 trees. Hold on. Another box. You love to see it. We have a bag. Oh, goblin. Goblin, by the way. Goblin. We have a bag on this run, I believe, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not losing my mind. Okay. I'm sure I'm not crazy. One more trees. Can I get another box, maybe? No? Tragic. Okay, one last tree. Come on, give it to me. Bullshit. Okay. I'll take this, sure. Ooh, huge get for us here. Absolutely. Enemy loss, not that big of a deal. So yeah, we'll take this. Ooh, and a level 4 brain. That feels like a huge damage boost to us here. I do like that. Now this will combine. Take this, take this, take this. Roll. I think I like the leech here. And the bat too. I like both of these here actually. Again, I wanna have a decent amount of lifesteal. If I can. If the game will allow it. That's nice. Even if we don't have the sack, I'm happy with how many items we're getting. That's pretty good RNG, I feel like. Our luck stat, not super high, so... Oh, another box. Sick. Oh, hello, hello. Got some heavies making some charges. I feel like wave 10 is secretly one of the hardest waves in the game. I don't know why, but I feel like this one's a run killer. For me, usually. I know people, you know, shit on wave 8 a little bit because it's when the heavies first start showing up and there's not many enemies that actually do show up on the wave. It's a little bit of a cash drought, if you will. But this wave I feel like is sneakily strong. Not taking too much damage on like rogue hits here as well, which is nice. Although I don't think we have any real armor, do we? Monkey? Sure, I'll take a monkey. Why not? I don't think we want the baby with a beard here. We don't have any range damage stacked up. And it is just a -2 our overall range. Yeah. That's a skip, unfortunately. A little HP there. Take a shady potion. Energy bracelet, very cool. Games like this, at least I oftentimes get sort of stuck in my ways in regards to like what I think is good and what I think is bad. And I oftentimes, because elemental builds are so few and far between, I feel like most characters are either melee or range damage builds. So I feel like in my head I always like mentally block out like pictures of items I know are like elemental stuff. So I have to like, you know, make a concerted effort here to not skip elemental items sometimes. It's tough out here, is what I'm trying to say. Let me take this. I don't think we want the injection here. Let me just move on. We have an elite at wave 11 coming up here. That's a little bit spooky. And these heavies aren't lasting too long though. We got good damage on them. It looks like. We are taking 12 damage from a single hit though, which is not the best news. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not worried. Another sack here in the build, so now we got, you know, we're doubling up on money drops from the boxes. Would love to see maybe a couple more boxes game, if you don't mind. Would appreciate it. This one I think costs $50, so we need at least, you know, 4 items to break even. Right now we're looking at 1. Overall, though, on our overall box tally, we've broken even for sure. This, I mean, I don't think it's worth the luck hit for the XP gains here. I'll just take the money instead. Game's giving us a lot of elemental damage, but I think here we should focus more on defense, actually. I know, disciplined. Not what I'm usually doing. I'll lock a helmet. I'll lock the bracelet here. You know what? Sure. We struggle to kill trees sometimes. So taking Lumberjack here just so it's not in the pool anymore is probably a good choice. I don't like this boss. I think we're gonna struggle here a little bit, although we're killing him. He's slowly but surely dropping here. This is my least favorite part. The quick slashes. And okay, he's almost done. He's done. Okay, thank God. Thank you. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Usually, in my experience, that's been a lot worse. I don't mind taking that dub there. But I feel like if the burn stacked, I feel like they would just kill that man so much faster. So I don't know. I'm skeptical about how burn damage works in this game. I don't think they're stacking, but I could be wrong. He could just be a very bulky man. I don't have a good sense for how much damage I'm dealing. I don't respect dodge chance. I like speed, but the rest of this it's not worth it. Losing 5 health and 1 armor is a big oof. I think we skip. And you know what? I will lock the wings. It's 2 elemental damage lost. We have almost 40 damage. So getting our speed back into the positives here and getting a little bit of a range bonus, I think is worth it for the wings here. Oh, and oh no, I thought this was I mixed this up. I will actually take the butterfly here though. Again, it's worth the damage loss, I think. I thought this was the eye surgery though. I always mix them up. Okay, game, whenever you're willing to give me a better wand here, I'd appreciate it. We've been sitting on these wands for a while now, I feel like. Game's kind of not giving me anything else to work with. But that is what it is. Okay, oop. Got tagged there a little bit, nothing too crazy. Trying to keep things, you know, contained. Don't want to spread the loot around too much if I can help it. Trying to be careful. Oh, goblin. Hello, goblin. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. I want to see the lure, the item that I unlocked for beating the fisherman. That one seems pretty cool to me. Uh-oh, hold on. Getting a little smacked around, but we're fine. We're fine. Again, I have not been respecting dodge chance, so we're not taking adrenaline now. I will take another cute monkey, though. I think we already have one of these, so another one seems pretty good. And yo, eye surgery actually goated. Attack speed upgrade here is a little bit more important to me, I think. Ooh, okay. You know what? We combine these. Buy a purple flamethrower. Very cool. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Important thing about the purple flamethrower here, about flamethrowers in general, they have the heavy subtype. They're still elemental, so we still have 6 elemental weapons, but if we get another flamethrower in here, we will have plus 5% damage. Sometimes I am just sick with it. So next round we're gonna be combining some of these wands, probably these two, and we'll take another flamethrower, and we'll take this bunny as well, I believe. Oh, I didn't realize we had a boss wave here. Oh shit, it's the crocodile. I think we actually do pretty well against them in general. I'm just worried about these summons getting thrown into here. That's more so my concern. Okay. I don't know what just hit me, but rude. We're going to take the croc out here, but we're kind of stuck in the corner, I feel like, for the most part, which I don't love. Oop. Okay, you're almost dead. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. The box heals us to pretty much... I mean, it does heal us to full there. I still don't know. I asked it in the last video, but keep in mind, I'm recording this in advance, so I haven't even released the last video. How much does the boss boss box heal you? Because I think it heals you to full, but maybe it's just like a really big number that I haven't seen the threshold for yet. I'm curious about that if you're a knower. Anyway, whatever. Regen potion here? Sure. Great. Absolutely happy to have that. That seems very good for us currently. A little bit of more luck here. Don't hurt no one. A lot of good stuff. Okay, so first things first. Get another flamethrower. I think we take the panda and then save the bunny. I like that quite a bit. Lock this as well. Peaceful Bee, I mean, would be good if we had seen it earlier, I think. We're already too invested in negative dodge chance here to care about, you know, the dodge chance on the bee. And the melee and range damage obviously don't hurt us here, so whatever. We'll just run it like this. I'm feeling pretty strong. I feel like I'm killing boys left and right now. Maybe we want more range for the flamethrower. It does seem... It's not too bad. I don't know. Seems okay in general. I wonder if the flamethrower counts as a melee weapon if it has like lowered range compared to, it's less affected by the range stat. I wonder how that works. What's nice about these little fuckers, the guys that split off from the big goopy, is that they're running around like maniacs, and I'm pretty sure they're getting tagged by other enemies who are on fire, which makes it a lot easier to kill them. A lot of builds, I feel like a lot of melee builds specifically have trouble tracking them down and killing them. I feel like this build does a pretty good job of it. I know it's not a melee build, obviously, but still. I feel like this build does better than most even range builds at killing the little guys that come out of the big boys there. Rip and Tear is not for us, I'm sorry to say. We have no melee damage additions. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Oh, you know what? Give me armor here. We're still a little low on armor. I'm not a coward. We're taking it. You know what? I don't hate the lemonade here either. Absolutely lock that. And... Ooh, I could lock a lure. I don't hate that. You know, I hate seeing a lure here. This is an important round for us to perform well. I think usually, in my opinion, this round's pretty easy. The round where you first start seeing the buff enemies, they don't really spawn anything that's too scary to get buffed. So overall, we should be pretty good here, I think. Maybe we could have gotten Peacock on a better round, actually. But this is a pretty safe round for it, so... I don't know. Uh-oh. Actually, hold on. We got some heavies popping in. Wish we could have some more snakes so the fire would spread more. Oh, it's spreading well enough, I think. Get these buffers in the back here. Oh. Come to the middle, be a little bit more aggressive at the end there. Cake? Sure. Heart? Sure. We do get double regen when we're at half health here. That's probably pretty useful. So I think I'll take the lungs here. Okay. Combine you. Take you. Take the lure here. At this point, I don't think investing in Harvest is very worthwhile. It's not going to make back the money we spend on it here, is the issue. We could now... We do have the option to take Pumpkin here to mitigate the negative damage from our... What's it called here? From our Sharp Bullet. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think we're ever going to get to a point where that's actually efficient to do. Right? The Flamethrower only does 1% of our elemental damage as damage. Right? It's never going to actually deal more than 1 damage on hit. So, yeah, it can be negative 1,000,000 piercing. That's fine. That is A-okay. We just keep rolling then, yeah. Well, I don't hate locking an alien magic for later. That's a pretty good one. Let's roll. These guys don't really stand much of a chance here. If they ever get buffed, though, it's going to be a little bit scary. Oh, there's one of our lures. Apparently he got the buff, which is pretty funny. I didn't know that could happen. Come back here, please, sir. Okay, he's dead. Very cool. We have a guaranteed of at least one more lure showing up during this wave. Yeah, the heavies here getting the buff is really problematic for us. So we have to try to not let that happen if we can. Luckily, we've got a lot of defense here in this run at this point. Quite a bit of lifesteal. Good chunk of HP. Obviously, an insane amount of elemental damage on the build, too. Ultimately, it's looking pretty strong. Another lure. Do not mind if I do. I do like how the lures are spawning more lures. This will switch. Trees? Yeah, more trees. Seems fine. I don't hate that. I'll take a little acid. I believe I will lock this. So the problem here with this gray wand in the shop is that all of our wands can't be combined. So we would have to combine flamethrowers. But if we lose flamethrower, or if we combine a flamethrower here, we do lose our, our heavy bonus goes from 10% to 5%, which is like, I mean, I like it. I like our percent damage bonus here. I don't think it's worth the potential upgrade in the future, maybe. It's a long shot, basically, I feel like. This is my least favorite boss in the game, I think. Or one of them. People complain about the crocodile guy. I hate this guy way more than the crocodile guy, I think. The way his projectiles move are so confusing. I'm gonna actually try to not fight him. I'm just gonna mostly run away and stay alive here, I think. I'm going to choose to not engage if I can help it. Like this fucking ring too. Ugh. Terrible. I do see the loot goblin. Don't think I don't see him. There we go. Maybe we can kill him. Oh, we have 15 seconds. We don't have time to kill him. Let's just play it out. Okay, he's tough. His damn ring. This one is so fucking. The pattern is so fucked up. We live though. Jeez. At this point, bag is not worth anything. But look at how much money we've made from bags in general, though. That is crazy. That is a crazy amount of material just to get from the bag existing. Oh, you know what? I'll trade out some luck here. That's fine. We can get a better thing here. Sure, brain, whatever. That's fine. Energy bracelet. Wow, maybe I should have gone for it then. Another gray wand. Tragic. We already have a vigilante ring, right? Am I crazy? Didn't we get one early? We did get one pretty early. I don't think... You know what's actually really cool? This is giving us plus 30 damage. We would be at 1% damage if we didn't have this ring. Just kind of funny. Give me one more reroll. Give me something useful here. You know what? Give me the weird food. Let's run it. Wave 19. I don't know how this build does against bosses. I'm actually a little bit worried about the final wave. Sometimes I go into like the fisherman build. I went into that last wave knowing that if we survive wave 19, wave 20 was a guaranteed win. This one, not nearly as confident. I don't know how we're going to perform against the bosses here. I'm very confused. I'm very scared. I think we're an all-around well-balanced build here. So I think the fact that it's two bosses actually is kind of our advantage instead of, just being one giant boss. Get this man off me, by the way. Oh, God. They're tearing me up right now, actually. These heavies are unkillable for me. Never mind. I think we're doomed. I think it's Jover. Even though we're at full health right now, I'm still very doom-pilled. Come through the middle. I want to get these pickups here. Okay. Could be worse. Could be much worse. I don't think this is worth it. Actually, no. 2 armor is worth the 3 HP loss, actually. Never mind. In this position, absolutely. Give me an attack speed increase. I think I want another purple flamethrower here. I mean, silver bullet seems amazing. Metal plate's pretty good here, too, I imagine. And another flamethrower. So we can sell a wand here and get the flamethrower. I think that's worth it. I believe this is extremely worth. Yeah. Let's do it. If we had money, we could combine a flamethrower instead. But this gets us exactly there. And now we have a 15% damage increase instead of a 10%, which is also, I think, solid. Okay, let's see how this. Oh, wolf helmet. Too bad. Tragic. Tragic. I feel like we shouldn't try to go for survival. We should try to kill the bosses. Because surviving, you know, however long it is, 90 seconds, whatever, is a long time. I think we will just have better results here. Just trying to whittle down these bosses. I imagine, at least. Although I could also be wrong. Getting hit isn't too bad, though. We're only taking like 10 damage per hit. We have this billion lifesteal. It's not too hard to dodge, and they're not spawning that many actual enemies in the wave. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Okay, we're taking some damage now, actually, which I don't love. Okay, let's try to get Mr. Spinner here. I feel like I'm a dodge champion, and I feel like I'm not doing any of it on purpose right now. I feel like I have some sort of like supernatural instinct controlling me. That's not true, but it's funny to think it's true. Please die, sir. If you don't mind, Mr. Boss, I would really appreciate it if you stop existing. Oh, we actually made it to the end of the wave anyway. Never mind. We didn't even kill the final boss. Whatever, fuck it. Easy. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my kinda weird but cool flamethrower mage run. It was... I mean, let's talk about it for a second here before we wrap it up. What went right, what went wrong? I think we had barely enough lifesteal. I think we had a lot of regen with the potion was probably pretty good there too. And of course, a lot of armor. We just focused on a lot of defense, and then we also had an insanely high elemental damage stat, right? Which is, I guess, enough. So yeah, cool. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time. Goodbye.